After an 0-3 preseason, the Falcons entered the 2025 regular season with a matchup with the Los Angeles Rams. Of course, the Falcons are coming off a very disappointing ending to last season, while the Rams didn't even make the playoffs last year or the year before. The Rams have essentially gone into rebuild mode at this point, but will they be able to get over the hump and get back to the playoffs this year? Well, first we'll take a look at the Falcons roster, as I did sim the preseason. So no, you didn't miss anything crazy. I did cut Kyrie Blasingame because the Rams playbook really doesn't use a fullback, so Mo Ali Cox will take that spot. Then defensively, the only real thing of note here is that Jeremy Bracken's the first round pick for the Falcons. Will be starting at right end, but you will see plenty of AJ Epineza and D'Angelo Malone, mainly on passing downs, however. And then we have the usual suspects there on special teams: Jake Bailey, Younghoe Koo, and Brian Orchard. And then looking at the specialists, as I mentioned, you're going to see some D'Angelo Malone this year. You're going to see some AJ Epineza. But now let's take a look at this Rams roster. They're led by Matthew Stafford, who is 37 years old now and is an 80 overall. He's coming off a relatively decent season, 32 touchdowns, 12 picks, but he's definitely not playing like he was in his prime. But one guy we won't have to worry about in this game is Cooper Kupp, who is going to be out for the next few weeks due to an injury. So the Rams receiving corps is very depleted. They still do have Aaron Donald, who's 34 years old and still one of the best defensive linemen in the league. And of course, they still have Jalen Ramsey, who's a top corner as well. So now on to the game, and if you guys have been paying attention to the series, you guys know that we've really struggled with the Rams so far. We only played them in year 1 and year 2. Both of those games were blowouts in favor of the Rams. But this is a much weaker Rams roster and a much stronger Falcons roster at this point. So we're going to have to see if there's a big difference here in year 4 as we get the 2025 season underway here. Falcons are going to get the football first as Brian Orchard takes it out of the end zone, takes it to the right, but he's going to get tackled just past the 15 up to the 16. That's going to set up Desmond Ridder, entering his 4th season in the league, and he has thrown at least 20 interceptions the past 3 seasons, so hopefully here in his contract season, he's able to get it together. 1st and 10, Ronald Jones going to get the handoff. He tries to take it outside, and he has nowhere to go. He loses about a yard. So now 2nd and 11, Ridder out of the shotgun, and he's going to throw right side, and Calvin Ridley can't hold on to it. That'll lead to a 3rd and 11. Ridder drops back, looking, throws left side, and is caught by Brian Edwards, and he's going to be tackled short of the first down marker. But it's 4th and 1, and the Falcons are going to go for it here. Ridder just sneaks right on ahead, and he picks up the first. So that was easy there. Now 1st and 10, Ridder on the play fake, looking down the field, and he finds Drake London. London gets pushed out at about the 45-yard line, so the Falcons looking pretty decent so far in this drive. 1st and 10, Ridder looking, throws over the middle, and it's caught by Kyle Pitts. He'll get across midfield. But now 3rd and 4 for the Falcons. Ridder under pressure, gets the screen away, caught by Cook. And here's James Cook picking up the first down just barely up to the 44. So now 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Ridder in the shotgun, throws right side, lets it fly to B-Rye, and Brian Edwards just dropped that straight up. There's no excuse there as Younghoe Koo comes out for a 56-yard field goal, and it's good, and the Falcons strike first blood here as they go up 3-0. Now out comes Matthew Stafford, who we already talked about. He has won the Super Bowl with the Rams, but over the past 2 seasons, he just hasn't been able to get them back to the playoffs. We'll see if they can do it this year. 1st and 10, Stafford going to throw underneath to Nyheim Hines, who's now the starting running back for the Rams. Picks up about 5. So now 2nd and 5, hand off to Hines this time. He's going to get the first down and more, and he's tripped up at about the 44-yard line by Rashad Fenton. So now it's a new set of downs for the Rams. 2nd and 6, Stafford throws left side, and he's going to find Deion Carnegie, the second-year man out of Toledo, who picks up the first down for the Rams. Now 1st and 10. Here's the fake to Hines, and this time Stafford is brought down in the backfield. Rashad Fenton came through on the blitz, as did Deion Jones. That's going to lead to a 2nd and 19. Stafford out of the shotgun. He's under pressure, tries to get it away, coughs it up, and it's going to be picked up by the Falcons. Arnold Ebiketie dives on it, And that was just a great play by Jeffrey Simmons, who gets back there, hits Stafford as he throws it, and that's going to count as a fumble. And now the Falcons are in great position to get some more points on the board here as Ridder steps up on 1st and 10, and he's going to slide for about 8 yards on the play. That leads to a 3rd and 1, and they'll hand it off to James Cook, and he is just barely going to get the first down there, as the Rams are doing a pretty good job of keeping the Falcons' run game in check, but they still get the first there as Ridley makes the grab. He's going to cough it up now, and it's picked up by the Rams. C.J. Henderson forced it out, and then Quandre Diggs recovered it. And that's just a bad play for Ridley. I mean, you have to hold on to the football, especially in the red zone, as the Rams take over now, 2nd and 5. Hand off to Hines. He goes up the middle, and he's going to pick up the first down as Anderson and Derwin James bring him down there. Now 1st and 10. Here's the play fake by Stafford. He's going to cough it up yet again on the strip sack, and it's picked up by Abikadi again. And this time he's going to get into the end zone for the Falcons touchdown. This time it was D'Angelo Malone off the edge who forced the fumble, and as you're just going to see on this play, like, he got right through the line. There are guys literally standing there where he was coming from, and he's able to get the strip sack. Abikadi recovers it for the touchdown. And now the Falcons are up 10-0. 1st and 10, Stafford going to throw right side, and it's caught. But Carnegie couldn't get his feet in bounds, so that leads to a 3rd and 8. Stafford under pressure, hit as he throws. He's going to be picked off. Rashad Fenton with the pick. Hines can't bring him down, and Fenton will take it all the way back for a pick 6, and yet another defensive score for the Falcons. That was Jeffrey Simmons who came through, hitting Stafford as he threw it and just ruining the trajectory of the ball. And then Fenton gets the pick 6. So now 17-0 as we head into the second quarter. And now it's 2nd and 8. Stafford throws right side. And Carnegie just dropped it. Although that was pretty good defense there by A.J. Terrell. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 8. Stafford looking over the middle, and he's going to find his man, Ashton Thompson, who's in his 3rd year in the NFL out of California and is the number 1 receiver, stepping in for Cooper Kupp in this game. He gets the first. But now 3rd and 8, and Stafford is going to be picked off again. Derwin James on the pick this time. And now Hines trying to run him down, but he is not going to be able to. And it is yet another defensive score for the Falcons. 3 in a row, and the Falcons are up 24-0. As Stafford just tried to get that to Hines, and James is right there to get the pick. I guess he was trying to fool him there. Derwin James is one of the best safeties in the league for a reason, and that definitely gets the Falcons' offense perked up, as the Falcons are up 24-0 now with 3 defensive scores. Now 1st and 10, Stafford going to throw over the middle to Thompson, and he's going to pick up the first down up to the 38. Now 1st and 10, Stafford looking left side this time. He's going to find Hines. Ooh, he juked out Fenton there, and he picks up the first down as a result. So now 1st and 10 for the Rams. Hines up the middle. He takes a big hit, but he picks up the first down regardless. So now the Rams doing a great job of moving the football here, as they give it to Kyron Williams, the former Seahawk, who's going to get the Rams into the red zone. And now Rob Havenstein is injured on the play, and he played for the team that beat my team in my senior year in the playoffs, so...
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. I would never actually wish injury on anybody, but Havenstein's out of this game as Hines picked up about 8 on the play. Now 2nd and 2. And up to Hines left side, and he has all types of space in front of him. He's going to get into the end zone for the Rams touchdown, as nobody could really get outside. Everybody just did a great job of blocking for the Rams, and Hines gets an easy touchdown. So the Rams get on the board, but it's still 24-7 as the Falcons take over for the first time in quite some time. 3rd and 8, and Ridder tries to get it to Jones, but he drops it there, and the Falcons go 3 and out. So now 2nd and 8, Hines gets stuffed in the backfield. A.J. Epinesa making the play. That leads to a 3rd and 10. Quick throw over the middle to Thompson, and he's not even going to get close to the first down marker. Good tackle there by Jones and Anderson. So now the Falcons take over. Ridder throws right side. D'Angelo McQueen has to come back for it, and he's not going to get the first down as a result. So now here's the punt from Jake Bailey. Back to return for the Rams is Carnegie, and he's going to get hit hard. JoJo Doman forces the fumble, and the Falcons recover it. It's Khaleke Hudson who picks it up. So now the Falcons looking to put some more points on the board. Ritter throws to the end zone, caught by Bryan Edwards, and they call that a touchdown. So if you need more ammo to say that this game isn't good, well, there you go. Because in no universe would any ref actually call this a touchdown. Well, maybe in the NFL, but I don't know. But I'll take it. It's 31-7 now, but that was definitely not a touchdown as Thompson makes a grab over the middle for the Rams. That'll be about 9 on the play. Now 2nd and 1. Play fake. And now Stafford going to get brought down for the sack. It's Jeffrey Simmons again. Lavonte David with the follow-up there. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 9. So about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Stafford throws left side, and he just throws that away. So 3 and out for the Rams as they'll punt it away. Back to return is Brian Orchard. And Orchard coughs up the football now, and the Rams have a clear shot at it. It's going to be picked up by Ramon Gooden, who's going to get into the end zone for the Rams. So the Falcons had 3 defensive touchdowns in this game, and now the Rams register one as well. So it's 31-14. Falcons facing a 3rd and 6. Ritter throws over the middle, finds Bryan Edwards, who gets some redemption. He's up to the 49-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Ritter drops back, looks for the screen, finds James Cook, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield. And that is a loss of 5. So now 3rd and 15. Ritter steps up, throws offside, and Drake London drops it, but it wouldn't have mattered because it's an illegal forward pass on Ritter, who crossed the line as he threw that one. So the Falcons punted it away. So now under a minute to go, the Rams have a chance to make this a 2-score game. As Stafford throws right side to Carnegie, who gets up to the 48-yard line. So now 3rd and 4. Stafford, under pressure, just decides to throw it away. And the Rams will punt it away once again. The Falcons will just run out the clock. So it's 31-14 after 1.5 of play. And the Falcons defense looks so impressive so far in this game. As we take a look at the other scores around the country, with the Patriots beating the Panthers 35-24. Mac Jones had 3 touchdowns through the air. Damian Harris had 2 on the ground. And currently the Chargers are up on the Texans 17-0. Though I'm not quite sure how we're both playing at SoFi, but never mind. And then the Saints beat the Buccaneers 35-24. Clayton Amerson is going to be out for a few weeks. And we do take on the Bucs next week, so we will not see Amerson in the game next week. So now we're into the second half as Hines gets the handoff. He's going to be tackled just short of the 1st down marker. Now 3rd and 1. Hines up the middle, and a huge play there by both Lavonte David and Deion Jones as the Rams open up with a 3 and out. So now the Falcons look to get some points on the board. Caught by Kyle Pitts on 2nd and 8. And there's going to be a flag, and it's going to be roughing the passer against the Rams. It was Leonard Floyd who came through and laid a hit on Ritter. So now 2nd and 6. Ritter going to throw underneath to Ridley, and this time Ridley doesn't fumble it. He's up to the 32. So now 1st and 10. Ritter on the play fake this time. Looking down the field, lets it fly, and that is Ridley who makes the grab up to the 9-yard line. And now the Falcons look to extend their lead here. 2nd and goal. Tyler Algier checks in, and he's going to run right up the middle for the Falcons touchdown. And it is total domination here in Los Angeles as the Falcons are up 38-14. So the Rams just trying to make something happen here, and not much is going to happen there for Stafford, except he's going to get sacked by D'Angelo Malone, who has his 2nd sack of the game. Now 3rd and 23. Stafford throws right side. It's going to be caught by Hines, and Derwin James lays him down well short of the 1st down marker. So the Falcons take over 1st and 10. Ritter over the middle. He's going to find Cook. He's going to get into Rams territory up to the 42-yard line for yet another 1st down. Now 3rd and 2. Hand off to Cook this time. He picks up the 1st down across the 30-yard line up to the 28. And now Chris Lindstrom is injured on the play. Maybe that's karma for my joke about Rob Havenstein in this game getting hurt. And now 2nd and 2. Ritter picks up the 1st down up to the 7. And the Falcons are looking to put some more points on the board here as Ritter goes right side, caught by Ridley. That'll be a touchdown for them, and it is now 45-14. Just total dominance at this point. Now 3rd and 20, Stafford trying to make something happen. Throws across his body, and somehow it's almost caught by Greg McLean, but he drops it, and the Rams have to punt it away once again. So the Falcons still have their starters in for the time being, but you got to think they're going to put everybody on the bench soon as Rojo picks up the first down. Milton Williams now injured for the Rams. Now 3rd and inches, and Jones with a nice run. Jones had really been bottled up for most of this game, but now he's starting to pop off a little bit. And now Younghoe Koo will kick a field goal on a 4th and 8 to make it 48-14. And the rest of this quarter is essentially just a formality as Stafford gets it over to Thompson. He's going to break a tackle, picks up the first down up to the 44. Now 1st and 10. Falcons have most of their backups in. Trayvon Diggs is still playing just because the Falcons are pretty slim at corner as he gives up the first down there. Now 2nd and 13. Dump off to Thompson, and what a play by Monty Rice. Able to bring him down for a loss. And now 3rd and 19. Stafford looks down the field, throws off his back foot. And it's caught, but it's going to be incomplete by Thompson as he was not able to get both feet in bounds. And now 4th and 19. Stafford just trying to make something happen at this point. And it's going to be caught by Greg McLean, who gets up to the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and 1. Quick throw right side to Jonnu Smith, and he's not going to get the touchdown, but he gets the first up to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, handoff to the fullback, and he's going to fight his way forward for the touchdown, but just a little too late. So now Mitchell Trubisky into the game for the Falcons, and Mr. Trubisky is going to find Anthony Schwartz, gets up to the 44-yard line, and the Falcons would end up running out the clock from there, and they take this one 48-21, getting some redemption for the earlier losses in the series to the Rams. And if you need any other evidence that sometimes the greatest offense is a great defense, this is the game for you to show to people, because what a performance this was by the Falcons defense, scoring 21 points of their own in this one. And they really just never let Stafford get comfortable in this game. He had 2 picks, of course. Ritter had 2 touchdowns and no picks. And it was really hard to run against this Rams defense, as you see Jones and Cook both had 3.7 yards per carry in this game. Ashton Thompson did what he could in relief of Cooper Kupp, but he's not Cooper Kupp at the end of the day. And I'd like to see Drake London do a little bit more than 1 catch on 18 yards if he's going to be receiver number 1. Troy Anderson had a good game, 10 tackles in this game. Again, this is really his last chance to really show that he can be a starting linebacker for this team at least. But D'Angelo Malone had a hell of a game. 3 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble that led to a scoop and score. And of course, Derwin James and Rashad Fenton both had pick sixes. Arnold Ebiketie had a recovery touchdown. He had 2 recoveries in the game as a whole, but one of them, of course, went for a touchdown. But as a whole, this Falcons defense is something special. I mean, if you really think about it, the Rams only had 1 proper touchdown drive in this game. They had a fumble recovery for a touchdown on the punt, and then they scored a garbage time touchdown towards the end of the game. So, really good performance here by the Falcons defense, and hopefully they continue it as we move forward. So, looking at the rest of the scores from the NFL, of course, we have the Panthers losing. The Saints were the only other team in the division to win. And look, Tennessee won, so that makes me happy. Houston ended up coming back and beating the Chargers, and I still don't understand how the Chargers and Rams played both games in SoFi, but maybe the Chargers made their own stadium, I don't know. Anyways, next up for the Falcons are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we swept last season for the first time in quite some time. And they're not going to have Clayton Anderson, like I mentioned, because he is injured currently. So Joe Woodyard, who was a 2nd-round pick for them. Now, why they would pick a 2nd-round pick, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. But he's going to be getting the start. Emerson's a superstar dev, so yeah, I still don't get why they would draft another quarterback. But he's out for the next 4 weeks due to a dislocated ankle. And Woodyard, the rookie out of Connecticut, will be the starter. And he didn't play well against the Saints, so I don't know how he's going to do against us. Shaquille Barrett also won't be playing in this game due to an injury. But we still can't take the Bucs lightly. So hopefully we come out and bring our A game as we go to Raymond James Stadium. Will we continue our dominance in the NFC South? You'll just have to keep on watching to find out.